Ladies and gentlemen, and theys, coming to the stage is the new star, the emerging breakout star of 90 Day UK, Chauncey the Pug.
I
The
don't
way
like it. I don't like it when you
You
do
don't
that,
like it.
Mom. If I got a hold of that Johan, what I would do to him.
I hump his leg first.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiancé.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes,
Let's love.
She was. The pug is talking like you, but she's talking like this. Because my face is smushed in. And I would talk like this.
the way they kept close up the break.
That pug's timing.
It was impeccable.
Someone get an agent for this dog. I don't know if they had a camera on that dog
They should have
the entire time.
time.
It was definitely the best thing of this episode.
What? I laughed so much.
It was almost as if the pug and Jose's Mr. Peanut outfit.
His Mr. Peanut, which we're going to talk about it, but it's Jose. What are you going to do? Oh, y'all,
They had to pin that hat on, right?
Had to have. Yeah. Had to have. Mm-hmm.
I wrote down that was some Benny and June motherfucking shit.
It was.
That
I never
wedding.
saw that movie, but I know that reference.
I think I saw it a long time ago, and or maybe I made it up that I saw it or something. I just thought there was two eccentric people in love, and I don't know why. I know Johnny Depp wore a hat similar to that and let me just read to you the way the plot starts.
Are we talking about Benny and June now?
We are. It's much more interesting than this episode. Don't worry. Benny Pearl, and his mentally ill sister June, lived together following the accidental death of their parents.
Ouch.
June joins a poker game at a friend's house and loses a bet that commits Sam, the eccentric cousin of Benny's buddy Mike, to live with the Pearls. By the way, June aids Sam, who is illiterate, when he is struggling with writing to his mother.
Okay.
Anyway, it seems like, does someone get married to a mentally ill person? I'm not sure.
Julianne Moore's in that movie?
Yes.
William H. Macy? I hadn't have any idea. Aidan Quinn? Who knew? Oh. CCH Pounder?
I love CCH Pounder.
I love her. We shouldn't talk about these people because we don't know.
Oliver Platt.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, the siblings reconcile and Sam and June are reunited. Benny brings roses to Ruthie, takes in her bouquet.
Don't tell me the end. What if I'm going to watch it?
Sam and June make grilled cheese sandwiches with a clothing iron. Wow. Why bet that was really sweet in 1993?
I bet it was.
Anyway, this was some Benny and June bullshit.
I remember all the girlfriends in middle school loved this movie and all fell in love with Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, because he was doing like Charlie Chaplin-ish, Charlie
Because this is when I
Chaplin.
was like in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, so it was all that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Y'all, I think we need to talk. I think we need to talk. That's the name of this episode, 90 Day UK Season 3,
The
Episode 12.
finale?
I think it should be called I Think We Need a Better Ending.
I think we needed a rewrite of.
It just was.
Did they storyboard this? Sometimes
don't
I
know.
feel like they just filmed and the editors edited, and no one kind of. There was no story editor. I really question that.
You said it kind of fizzled out like a wet fart. You said that on toe, and
I think
you were
you
correct.
I think I did say wet fart.
I think you did say.
Then
wet
you
fart.
made it sound like it and grossed
You
me
didn't
out.
know. You didn't know what a wet fart was. I'd explain.
I did know what a wet fart was. I just wish you wouldn't have said it.
Oh well,
and did it.
Cam.
Yeah.
I'm sure Chauncey the pug is just wet farting all over that house. I bet it smells terrible.
Mama made a mess in the hallway.
Y'all, in a way, there is a tell-all. We don't know who's hosting it. We don't. When we're recording this,
It looks like a ransom video. Like it shows clips of them. No one knows what's really happening
or where they are. It does look like they're in a basement. We're recording this on Monday, July 29th, which is the day this episode aired. We didn't get a screener, but so we don't know. Maybe after tonight they will. We don't know if Catherine. We don't know who's hosting it. We don't know what's going on.
I think Catherine. What's her name? Would have already said something. I don't think she is.
I feel like she isn't. So, anyway, we will. What if they flew Sean Robinson across the pond?
They're not doing that.
They can't afford her. But anyway,
Sean Robinson said, "I can't understand any of these accents."
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
She's too busy because there's a fucking 10-part tell-all they're probably filming of the next Happily Ever After.
She got overtime.
She did. So anyway, we're obviously going to talk about that when it comes out. So that's all the information that we know. Sorry, we don't know more to tell you.
I really did not want one more episode of this season. I feel like they could have wrapped it up in 10.
I think
I really
so too.
do.
Yeah, I think so.
I really do.
To me, the theme of these last 2 episodes is just, and I think I even said it, is just whiplash. I just don't know story whiplash where my brain goes, okay, we're going here. This is where we're going. And then in the next segment, all sins are forgotten or forgiven or new thing. And it's just like, what the hell?
Weirdly, it's not about, in Charlotte and Johan's segment, it's not about Johan anymore. There's no story to tell. But what we are giving Charlotte is this weird girl power, I've regenerated myself storyline, which I usually doesn't happen as part of 90 Day Fiancé. As a
different production company, different show, but yeah, it's not what we're used to.
It's what they're trying to tell, to me, is a lot less documentary and much more, I don't really know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this in a documentary-ish show like this. Maybe this is much more British because they're trying to create a happy ending, obviously. But they're doing it in a way that is just like, I don't know. I bet you we got 20 minutes of footage of Charlotte in this episode. And there was no more story to tell.
She was a lot. Yeah, she was a lot. Let's talk about them, shall we?
She's looking at messages that he sent defending himself. He says he was framed. And I don't know why, and maybe this production company doesn't do it like this, but we, in a different place, we would have seen screenshots of these texts. Because it seems like they didn't even really want to the most unimportant things were the things he said, and I want to know what Johan said.
Yeah, I want to know what he said.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I think that maybe why they didn't do that is because Maybe they're saving. Maybe he is going to be on the tell-all. And
Yeah.
maybe they're saving it for that. Um,
Then have one less episode. Honestly,
I agree. I agree.
yeah.
Um,
Then he sent her this video of a child, like done with AI, of a child going "Dada, Dada,
it was.
Dada."
Don't
It
get
was
me wrong.
so creepy.
It was so creepy. Charlotte's like, what a load of bullshit. Cue the
Bullshit.
pug. Cue the pug.
The pug went, "Oh, horse feathers."
It was so, y'all. Every time. So
He's
It-
the right bastard, he is.
right. Look, as we said before, there's Charlotte is, she's not Sam or anything. So I do feel the woman got conned big time.
No, she did, and I
it's
will
like when
say,
she said everyone around me is having babies, and then there's me.
It was
and
rough.
I went, oh, that's sad.
I will say, this definitely is the realest story we had this
I
season.
agree. I think this is a very because I was shocked. I mean, this is later on, but I was like, "Bitch, you didn't know that it was what fucking Sankey Panky was."
Yeah. Well, I
don't think she did.
I can't believe no one told her.
I mean, I probably wouldn't know if I did. Well, no, I know. Would you know had it not been for 90 Day Fiance?
No. And
Then I guess you wouldn't
miserable
know.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who y'all? She's using our quotes.
She's still miserable bitching.
Still doing her OnlyFans.
Name fucking checked us
Oh,
on her Instagram. Respect. I gotta
Respect.
give that. When I see a worthy adversary, I gotta give her a tip of the hat. Respect, Danielle.
y'all, that cockroach of a human's gonna be around for a long time. She
is.
No parking tickets are gonna get her down.
She's gonna wind up being a madam somewhere on the moon.
Yeah,
Just had her own little cat house.
Yep, 100%.
Good for her.
Good for her.
And I wish her all the best.
We wish her the best. But Charlotte says,
Bitch.
I've got to, she says, I've got to start again, but I will do it. But I wrote, and she said, like, after he sent that video of that baby saying daddy, she said, he's nasty. And
He
that
is.
was really,
Yeah, it's awful.
and she's going scorched earth. She's going scorched earth because she says, we'll get to that. But first,
We gotta
got to
tell Mom.
Mom.
And even she's like, I gotta tell my. It's like more girls have come out and are telling the mother. She's like, my mom's coming over, and there's a thing of the pug gets another
Chauncey.
thing. And he's like,
Oh, he's gonna give you hell for this.
It's never gonna go good when the mom.
No, he's never gonna go good. Oh, give me some extra kibble, cause I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, she gives good treats though. Yes, very. I mean, God, just guffawed.
so
every
the
damn time.
mom comes in, and I kept waiting for the mom to be very I told you so. But the mom told the mom she'd been in a relationship for the last 6 months with a woman who was before and after the wedding. And she's like,
And
oh
then
my
some other
God,
girl
what does he have to say?
She's like, well, another girl contacted me. Cut to the pug.
The pug goes,
Wait, what is this? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. I wasn't born yesterday. Actually, I'm 5 years old. I only sound 98.
Okay.
oh, I love that pug. So
Mom was more understanding than I thought. I mean, she was.
and she said there was an older woman, a younger woman, an anonymous woman, and the mom goes,
It could be hundreds.
it could be hundreds, Charlotte.
And she said he's sick. He is, and that's what she tells her mom. There's this thing called Sankey Panky. It's called other things elsewhere, but they're in the DR, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Why? I have a question for you. If maybe he never thought this far ahead, if there were all these women he was trying to con at one time, and he knew the show was going to air, hopefully he'd be in the UK, wouldn't he think they would contact her?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
I think that was a major miscalculation on his
Yeah.
part.
I don't know if he knows how social media and those things work. I feel like he probably does. But yeah, it was really like, dude, you were gonna. But she calls him later. She calls him a narcissist,
Yeah.
and that and probably is, y'all. This is a sign of narcissism, is that they think they could never get caught, and so the
Oh.
kind of like this. They thought, well, I can do this.
Even if narcissist has to be a little practical at times,
There's-
I'm just like,
Sadly, or luckily, they're not. Sometimes
Yeah.
this kind of arrogance is what gets them in trouble. I will say, I did Google the Sankey Panky list for when I go to the DR. So that way, y'all, I'm protecting myself. Now I know if they tell me
That's
their
right.
mom's in if their mom's in the hospital, I'm like, I don't care. I'm
I've
out.
gotten all the financial stuff's mine. Then you need to sign it all over. When do you go?
September, and it's almost August. I'm going
When are
First-
you going? When are you going to the Provincetown then?
like the 17th of August, the 17th to
Oh,
the
okay.
23rd.
Boy.
I was gonna go
Boy,
with
it's
Ronnie.
Vacationing all over the
I know.
place.
I was gonna go with Ronnie. Then he bought a house.
Don't
so now
worry,
I
I'll
can't.
hold down the fort.
Well, I'm gonna work that week now, but when I go to the DR in September, that's gonna be too much. So there's gonna be. We're calling in favors.
Well, you can set it up. Then that's fine.
Yeah, I'll do. I totally will do that. I always offer to set it up for you and schedule it, and you never let me.
That's not true. That's true. I would
That's
rather
true.
do it myself. I'd rather do it myself. I've got you there. You got me there.
Anyway,
I'd rather control who I'm going to be working with.
yeah, that's true, because he would show up and he'd be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Who the fuck? Am I doing a podcast with your Aunt Peggy?
I would do that. She'll be at the wedding though, so you're fine. Okay.
Oh Lord, not
so
the
yes.
pig, not the valectorian from high
Valedictorian,
school.
yeah,
he would
exactly.
do a great show. Actually, we would have a lot to talk about.
We would have a lot to talk about.
So we do find out there's a Sankey Panky checklist. You work in a resort. You're on the
Mhm.
animation team. You take them around to see their family. This is the thing. If you think that he was dating other women, that means his entire family was in on it.
That's true. Yeah,
Think about that.
they usually are. Boy, it even says that when you look up Sankey Panky, by the way, it immediately goes Punta Cana, which is where I'm going to be.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's hope there are fewer gay ones, because I don't know if the DR is the best place to be gay.
No, yeah.
So
I'm looking up gay.
why don't you keep it on the low when you're there?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of gay Sankey Panky. Yeah. Shit. Oh,
You could
well.
always go and drag the whole time. See if you can get one.
like a
Hi
fucking
there.
like a
Like
1990s
a Flip
movie.
Wilson sketch.
Yeah.
like fucking Harvey Korman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
So okay. So anyway, she's telling mom all this, and
He's a vile, dirty bastard.
and she's like, and I
Bastard.
believed him. And mom said, one day you will find happiness. And she said, I think this is a great thing that she said it several times. This is just a blip in your life.
I think mom handled this really well. Shockingly. And this kind of tells you mom is a strong bitch.
Well, she's already been married 3 times.
Yeah. And then
And who
she
do you
says,
think probably she talked to about her marriage's ending? Charlotte.
Shaw, you can't trust a man. They're going to cheat on you. You get a little older, get a little soft, and they cheat on you. Yep.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, my God. He stood her up. I'll
stood
never
her
forget
up.
that. Oh, my God. He stood her up. She does say that. She said, why doesn't anyone love me? And mom says, I love you, Charlotte. And he hugs her.
Not the
and she
same.
hugs her.
Your mom has to.
So anyway,
It's very sweet.
later
5
on,
weeks later,
yeah, they're
she
meeting
is
with
back on
friends.
the
She
market.
says,
Yep.
"I'm back on the market."
She's back on the market, and she says that Johan still says he is adamant that it's not his fault. This is where she calls him a narcissist. She said it's all her fault. Apparently, and I love that she kind of took the narrative. She thinks it's him at least, created a fake social media account and posting his picture of her in her underwear. She looked fucking banging.
I
in
like
that
it when she's
pic.
like, "And those pics are hot."
And she's like, I was like, fucking go for you. So she's like, I feel amazing. And I feel like this was just, I don't know if she ever sent it, but we see her sit down and write a letter to Johan.
This is like an additional. Her thing kept ending over and over
Over
again.
and over. Yes, that is exactly.
And I was like, "Is this? This feels like a musical that's ended about 7 times." And I'm just like,
we don't have time to get into that many shows that you have done that to you. We don't have the time.
I was like, another ending. I still think Rent ends 3 times.
Okay, we have to move on. Actually, we can move on because that's pretty much all of.
She throws her ring into the ocean, and she's like, "I might try Jamaica next." And even the producer's like, "Please don't.
Please don't." Yes.
So there's a title card that says Johan denies all the allegations and said the relationship was not a scam because he has to.
Yep. All right.
We're going to skip Jose and Louise because we're going to end with them.
Yes.
John and Sprite, I don't even know what to say.
This is the most whiplash storyline. It's like we go from one extreme to the next. None of it makes sense, and if it doesn't make sense, that just tells me it's all fraudacity.
Yeah. I just the things that I was confused about here is, remember, it was that scene where they first of all, this scene when they're fighting about the pot and he tries to like grab onto the pot with like a flabby wrist. This could have been Fagmalian theater. This is two gays acting out like. This is 2 gays acting out Streetcar Named Desire. But Blanche, Stanley, we've had this date from each other from the beginning. You want to see how a real man would do it, Blanche? Here you go. Ah, ow, that hurt me.
How often did you act out that scene in your bedroom?
More than I would like to. I watched that movie a lot.
Yeah.
You know who showed it to me originally? My mother. God, my mother wanted a gay son. Jesus.
She knew what she was doing.
She showed me Lawrence of Arabia.
What?
Yes. She showed me all these, like, Dr. Zhivago, a lot of these David Lean films. Yeah.
Your mother needed more friends.
She did. She did.
So did mine.
But my mother had a real sense of, and she still does, of like certain things that she likes. Yes, Terminator 2 is her favorite film. But she also has a more aesthete side.
I mean, look, my dad's was Ghost, so who knows?
That's still weird.
It's weird that your mother loved Terminator 2, but not really when you think about it.
It's not. It's actually pretty
she probably identified with what's her name?
Linda Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
I think she really identified with the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the old school Terminator, who she's like, I just love when he would just mow them all down. That's kind of what I want to do.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she's not allowed to have a gun.
No, this is probably good. So John and Sprite had a huge argument, and he doesn't know where he is. And then Sprite comes back, and he was like, do you feel like when they filmed this, Sprite came back and said, I was in the other room. Cut. Sprite, you were supposed to say you were in a hotel. Like, that's how fake I felt all this was.
It felt like we were just seeing plot and a sped up version.
Yes.
So then they go to a bar because they don't want to talk at home, which is, I feel like they just needed more locations now.
Yeah.
And John says, I feel like a project to you, and I don't want that. And then Sprite says, I'm a very good boyfriend, should guide you. Maybe I put pressure on you too much. I just want to be good to you, and I want you to be healthy. And John says, I'll go to the gym, and I want you to like my body. I'll change for you, Sprite. And he says, I promise I won't gain any more weight. And are we supposed to see this as something good? Because it was basically...
Because Sprite says, again, this isn't about your body, it's about your health.
Yeah. And then John says at the end of this, I'm going to propose.
He's going to propose.
He's going to purpose.
In fact, the next scene we see, he's getting, apparently his foot's in agony. I guess he has flat feet. I don't know.
Now we're doing just like, this is like straight up vaudeville bits.
Yeah.
He's hopping around like Sid Caesar.
Yep.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
He decorates everything while
Sprite is getting a massage.
Yes, Sprite's getting a massage and meeting this Thai woman who's going to be his new best friend. Meanwhile,
but nothing is really they don't talk about anything. He's like, I just like seeing Thai people.
It makes you feel at home.
John is making a special dinner, which it looks like things that he put in the oven, like calamari and fried shrimp or something like that. Maybe he made it. I don't know. But he did the real heavy by buying packaged curry paste,
which
I can't believe Sprite liked. Yeah,
did you gasp when he did that?
Especially for someone who's Thai. And it looked like the steak looked pretty well cooked.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm thinking, if Sprite liked all of this, he's definitely not as snobbish as I thought he was. He's going to eat that sad chocolate cake, which looked like a brick.
It looked terrible. No icing, nothing.
No. And then he ruined it by putting a ring box inside of it.
Oh, that was sweet.
No, it's not. This is stupid. Stop putting
really
rings in food. Stop putting.
Sweet.
No. If you do it all, you put the ring in it. You don't put the box in it.
Well, no, because then they might bite into the ring and break a tooth. So you put the box so they see it.
They're not going to. No, this is
or it's
dumb.
like when someone puts a ring in a champagne glass. It's so sweet.
No, that's a good way to choke. Here's the thing. If you're already about to propose to someone, they know it. And so you don't need to put it in their glass. Also, if you're about to propose to someone, purpose to someone and they don't know it and they're not really aware of it, it's not going to be good for them. That's why these public generous proposals are dumb. It's not. I don't think this is something that needs to be shown to like an audience. I think these are dumb. Big stupid things like this, putting a ring box in a cake, is dumb.
You don't like it, like when people do like they don't do them as much anymore, but like the surprise, I forgot what it's called, the surprise dance cruise.
Hate all of it. The flash mob.
Flash mobs. And they do the famous one where he was like, I think I'm going to marry you, where he's in the back of the van and he's driving. She puts her in the... Oh my God, it's so sweet.
Hate it. I would be so embarrassed. And I said, I was going to marry you before, not anymore. Mostly because I'm like, what's the size of your ego that you need all this? Also, it should be enough for me to want you.
I think it's sweet. You're showing somebody how much you love them and you want it.
Is it though?
I think it's sweet. And I think love is dead, but I still think it's sweet to do it.
Yeah, I think it's sure covering up for something. I wouldn't trust anyone who did that. I'm not saying that your husband did a grand gesture. He's cheating on you.
Oh my God.
But I am kind of saying it.
So one of the best things is it's a really
Still
weird
with a
proposal.
sore foot.
It's still with a sore foot. He's cooking. He looks like an old Italian grandma sitting down
Just
at that
sitting
chair
down and
chopping.
stirring.
He's just tired. Well, so
This was laughably bad.
it was laughably bad. So Sprite comes home. He serves him the dinner, and Sprite's like, "This is so great." He likes the food. They cut into the cake. They can't cut into it, but then he kind of awkwardly gets the ring out,
And Sprite
then-
wasn't even surprised.
and Sprite is still chewing his fucking food.
Oh, that was so disgusting.
He's literally saying yes. It just felt with the
He's still eating. He's still
Yeah.
fucking eating.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I don't like it when people propose at a dinner table.
Hate it. Hate it.
I don't like that.
Or God forbid, a public occasion where family's there.
I gotta say, not to give
Especially Valentine's Day.
Hi, not to give him credit, but I don't mind if someone purposes to me in a circle full of candles on a beach with a card with cash in it.
Same. It should be. I think maybe this is selfish of me, and this is maybe just I'm reading too much out. It should be something with two people. I'm okay with them doing it. I had a problem with the stupid cake and the stupid box and the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he says yes. John cries because John said, "I thought you were going to say no," because secretly he says underneath it, "Because no one's ever going to love me.
Because no one's ever gonna love me. I'm in an endless pit of need.
Need, touch me.
I only want to eat things, and it makes me feel better.
It makes me feel better." Cut to a couple weeks later, y'all. The honeymoon is over.
Over.
This feels so weird. Sprite is acting like the fucking evil stepmother in Cinderella. I want miso soup. Give me eggs. Make me eggs. This is
It
weird.
feels like when people do Hitler imitations. Like,
Okay.
I want miso soup.
All right.
Drei Egg. Quickly. Mach schnell.
All right.
That's
All
what
right.
it felt like. It had that tone.
It did. It felt
And-
completely out of character.
And I don't know if Sprite can figure out, acting-wise, how far he should go. And John is looking like the fishwife who's about to get beaten. It's like, I don't want to. Sprite, please just don't hit me again.
Okay.
I just wish, please, I wish you wouldn't talk nicer to me. And Sprite says, "This is how I speak to everyone."
Have you gotten banged since you had COVID?
No.
You're going real dark today,
Yeah, when I make a lot of
Poodle.
Nazi jokes and
Yeah, you gotta get-
abuse women. Yeah, I know. This is when they have the death of a salesman fight,
Yes.
where it's like in the kitchen. It's like, no, I can make this. I can make these 3 eggs in this stock pot if I want to.
And then he finally throws the ring, and Sprite's like, "I can't stand this anymore. I'm gonna go back to Thailand." We see him packing.
His wrist swishes.
And John's like, "We're done. We're done." And that's how it ends.
That's the end of their story. Boom.
Boom. They definitely are saving them. They're going to be tell-all drama, I think.
I just. This is all sound and fury. It's all
Mhm.
just like. And
How
it's not.
excited we were, Poodle. Remember how excited we were?
When we saw a bitchy gay man for the first time on our
Oh.
show. Yeah.
Oh.
But we kind of went up and down, and nothing seemed to. You can a relationship can be this way, but a videoed chronicle of a relationship that has a beginning, middle, and an end should not be this way.
Agreed. If their relationship is actually like this, then they are fucking crazy.
Yeah. And it's also bad editing.
I agree. with that.
I think that's the biggest issue with this show. The editors don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're not trying. They're trying to do gotcha moments more than they're trying to tell a story.
Yeah, that wasn't Yeah, it definitely we are used to things kind of being fast forward. I think UK
Yeah.
television moves in a different way, but this was different than that. Um, let's talk about.
Who who knew this is kind of the nicest ending we had.
It was very sweet. I got a little. And also with Louise and Jose for both of these segments, I got a little emotional.
Yeah, I was on to the next.
They're having a party for all their friends and family, and they're going to tell them about the baby.
Yeah.
The main
nice
star
that
of this
her
was
brother-
her dad.
It's nice that her brother wore a tank top, I thought.
Well,
I still couldn't
Hey.
figure out if her brother was hot or not the whole time.
you would do him once you hear him talk.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
How
So-
many mediocre men have you slept with just because they had an accent?
That was rough because, especially when I lived abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a sad thought. When you divorce the accent, especially Irish guys. Oh my God. And there were so many Irish guys working on the European continent. Oh, it was awful. And they were just always the worst. They were the worst guys, but they were so fucking charming. They're fucking demons. So, sorry, Irish people, your men are demons. They're very charming. They're very good looking, and they're demons. They're demons from the pit of hell.
When the demons got her, the demons got
That's
her.
Scottish.
Sorry, I'm not good at it.
Demons got her. Demons got her. I'm not great either.
So the star of this was really Dad. Dad was like, he gave this beautiful speech about how Tahir, like how included he felt in their family, and he couldn't have wished for a better son.
And Tahir's crying over there.
He's like, couldn't ask for a better son, and your father would be so proud of you. And I really, really, really want to meet your family one day. And then the dad says, you went, oh, kind of explains Nicole a little bit. Because the dad says, the universe brought these two together. And I went, oh, you're a hippie. And it makes sense why Nicole probably, it actually worried me because you said last week, and I kind of thought, I think Poodle could be right about that maybe she already decided to convert or something like that.
I think so.
But I got a little worried when I saw that because I went, oh, if you're like hippy dippy and everything's magical and the universe works out, do you seriously think you don't need to talk about this and have a baby and it's going to go well?
Yeah.
I hope it's not that. I hope she converted and it's not her like magical universe thinking.
I think she probably converted. Yeah. I just have a feeling they brought it up so many times like it would be an impediment, and they just dropped the storyline. Here's the thing. It wasn't the universe that brought them together. It was her boyfriend who booked that restaurant where he was the waiter. Remember? Remember?
Snap. It was her ex-boyfriend.
She cucked him in front of the waiter.
Yes.
Not her ex-boyfriend. At the time, he was her boyfriend. Boyfriend, qua boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But not soon after. She went back looking for the waiter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the universe is a slut.
Oh, 100.
She's taking all comers.
Yes. Yes. Slut 3000.
Let's finish this up with Louise and Jose. I got to ask you. It doesn't matter. I thought the dress was pretty. She did her makeup.
I thought she looked really pretty.
Why did she not do her hair?
She did not do her hair.
Why did she not touch her fucking hair?
It was not. It didn't look good. The dress I thought was really pretty in her makeup.
It was,
the hair,
but like
the hair just looked like a drowned rat. Would have looked real pretty. She just kind of lightly pulled up the sides, put like a little clip. It's soft,
just
like
a little
like
love.
very like Lord of the Rings. Elvish.
You're getting fucking married.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Jose is I just love it that the hat is just like pushed down onto his head. He's kind of like in spats and like a pocket watch and everything.
He looks like when Scrooge McDuck dresses up really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in the shop. They're playing, I think, was that Marriage of Figaro they were playing? The da-da-da, da-da-da,
Yeah,
that's Mary Jack.
overture.
Yeah. So they're in this
Good for you. Look at you.
Sometimes the music degree took hold. But they're I will say, seeing him get so excited, and do you know this is the first episode I think where we did not hear him say "I love you, chicken."
No, he did
I don't.
say it.
Oh,
He
he
did say it
did.
when they got married. Yeah. He
Oh,
even
wait, he
said,
did.
"I love you so much, beautiful chicken."
He just didn't sing it.
No, he did. No, trust me. That's part of the contract. He needs to say it in every single time.
Or
They
he does
also
not get
kept
paid.
during the wedding. They kept cutting to the baby being asleep,
Yes.
and that baby is gorgeous.
It's a
It's
gorgeous
an
baby.
angelic little baby.
Cute baby.
I also wrote that it felt like she was marrying a puppet because he was kind of up there, and like how puppets have like big hair. It was something about the hat too made it look like somewhat like 3 kids in a trench coat or something.
Yes.
It was weird.
I just feel like he has to be hot all the time.
Yeah, I will say we never thought this would work. And
Never.
It works for them, and I'm happy as fuck for them.
When he was said, okay, this is something that amazed me. Y'all, the budget on UK has gone up this season because we see Jose practicing his vows in a handheld mirror.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
And the kind that Poodle uses when he sits at his boudoir on his chaise and looks at himself.
Conjure spells, yeah.
And then suddenly the mirror opens up to the screen and it becomes the flashback.
It becomes the flashback.
And then they show their entire time together, and then it ends and focuses back in the mirror. And I went, holy fuck.
And
this was magical.
And in the same show, Sprite and John fight like girls over a stock pot. Have a slap fight and throw a ring.
That was impressive editing, though. I was shocked.
I did go, where are we?
Wait, yeah. What? This is not the right. Which it was impressive, but at the same time, it's not 90 Day Fiancé the show. So I do agree with you. Say like, it did seem like maybe these last like 2 episodes they forgot what show they were doing.
I agree with that perspective, and it's like they all went point of view. Who needs it?
Yeah.
Point of view. Audience, weigh in. Who needs him?
Who needs
We're going to tell the story we want to.
Y'all, Jesse, they get to the wedding. It's a really beautiful venue. Jesse says he's proud of them. It's all good.
He's got his girlfriend there. He's fine.
It was really sweet watching them dance. And
of course, they're dancing to his song.
Oh, they are. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine. I would love, would I watch, I don't think they could sustain a whole show. Would I watch just a 5-minute video of them on their daily? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Do I think that he's doing things for the camera? Kind of, but I don't really care because it's weird. And maybe she did marry 3 kids in a trench coat, but I don't think I care.
I don't know if we're going to see them again.
No, I doubt it. But we do have a tell-all.
We do.
Cool. I'm a little annoyed about this tell-all.
I'm a little annoyed by the way this ended. I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah, Love is Blind UK, you better not do this to us.
No. That's going to be so locked. That's going to follow the exact fucking format. And also, Love is Blind has a really good track record of having great different spin-offs in different countries. Like Japan is great. Sweden is great. I've heard.
The Brazil one people say was nuts.
Yeah. So
the Sweden one people talked about a lot. Yeah.
So I have faith in that. I think it's going to be great. That's it.
That's the show.
That is the season, well, except for the tell-all, 90 Day UK. So that'll be airing on Monday. What was it?
We think. We're not sure.
On Monday. What were we talking about for the show? I just wanted to make an announcement. What was it? Oh, Speaking of tell-alls, a lot of you there's been a problem. The tell-all is not on Max.
Yet we've heard.
If I would say tweet, write. So the more that people write and tweet, like let Max know, or
you can go to TLC Go.
Yeah,
and you don't have to have a subscription.
But you do have to watch commercials for it.
I think you do.
Yeah. So that is, but it's
is that the worst thing in the world?
Is it on Discovery Plus, just not Max?
I think it's not on either. I don't know.
That is such a failure.
It's a huge failure.
And
they have hyped this up so much.
That
Everyone should be getting a signed apology letter.
Oh,
everyone.
I'm going to look on Discovery Plus right now. Oh, you were right. They do not have the tell-all on Discovery Plus either.
No, so stupid.
This makes no sense at all. We don't get
signed apology.
We also have no control over it, y'all. So, no, I mean, like we're with you. We get the screener and we go off of that.
I'm just as mad about almost everything.
Yeah,
I'd be mad for you.
You were just mad. Period.
I'm mad. I'm mad a lot. Mad about a lot of things.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go.
But you know why? Because the world's the way it is.
Use our BetterHelp code, betterhelp.com/realitygaze. So you all can process that. We'll see you hopefully next week for the tell-all. We don't know. It should air next week. Who the fuck knows? We're just here with you. But when it does, we'll be there. All right. We call these lads and lasses from across the pond lonely hearts poodle, because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And when you're mad, just think of the face of Chauncey the pug going,
"Hey, Mom, give us a bit of sugar. Just give me, I just want a little bit of sugar. I feel better." Like, oh,
Call
thank
us.
you, Mom.